Welcome to an Underworld Speed Clear Emo Guide. When you load, target the LT and cast Prot Bond, Life Bond, and Vale Spirit. Target the T2 on the stairs on the right side and cast Prot. Target yourself next, cast Ether Renewal, Balth, and Prot. Alright, never mind, this team is a monkey.
Bruh. Bruh.
Okay, for real. Since the only video guide Light is missing is an emo guide, I decided I'll make one instead. Some people consider emo a boring role, but it needs to be done correctly for the run to finish successfully. Also, since you're playing a so-called healer role, when things go wrong, people will often blame you, even if it wasn't your fault. With that said, this will be the build you'll be using. Most of the skills you can understand them from just reading the description. Your job is to provide the team with bonds, and occasionally heal them. You will need a constant source of energy to maintain the bonds on your team. There are a couple of things I want to highlight. Burning Speed will be the spell you'll be spamming under Ether Renewal to gain lots of health and energy. You need to have at least 18 in energy storage, which you will meet with the help of a concept and 1+1 attribute pecan, such as an egg or a corn, to meet an important energy breakpoint for Ether Renewal. Life Bond on the LT will take half the damage the LT takes from attacks, which has already been reduced by Prot Bond, reduce it by a flat amount, and then redirect it to you. What this means is that you'll be taking damage packets of 0, which thankfully trigger Balthazar Spirit and give you energy. Spirit Bond, in addition to being a way to heal your allies, serves as an extra enchantment for you to gain energy, so remember to use it on yourself periodically. Spirit Bond is also the best way to heal allies from Bladed Archer's damage, since the heal triggers even if a damage packet was reduced by Prot Bond. Fuse is necessary for other sources of damage such as Skeletons of Dhuum or degen from mindblades. This is the standard bar recommended for beginners and any casual runs. For more advanced players looking to push fast times, you can replace Spirit Bond with Great Dwarf Weapon. This is the armor you'll be using for the majority of the run. As the emo, you will also need a second set called Dhuum armor. It is a set of low rating armor with all superior runes to reduce your health as well. Because foes in Guild Wars prioritize players with low armor and low HP, this will be how you glitch Dhuum. Starter armor with 5 armor rating is best, but if you don't have access to those, 15 armor rating works just as well. The only weapon you really need on an emo is a weapon with a plus 20% enchanting mod, so either a staff or a martial weapon with that mod. The best option in my opinion is a 40-20-20 prot staff or an envoy staff to cast bonds faster. One additional item you need is a stone to glitch Dhuum with. A turtle stone is the best option since the turtle has lots of HP, has a big hitbox for you to hide behind, and has self-healing, but there are other options as well. Notably, a ghastly no longer works since the Chaos Storm update since it causes foes to scatter. Now, let's go into an explanation of the role. As soon as you load, target the LT using a hotkey to target the 7th party member or clicking on his name in the party window. As soon as you have 1+1 attribute effect, cast Prot Bond, Life Bond, and Balthazar Spirit on the LT. The only crucial order is that Life Bond is cast after Prot Bond. The rest of the order doesn't matter. Next, target the T2 who will be on the stairs on the right side and cast Prot Bond on him. Next, target yourself, cast Ether Renewal, Balthazar Spirit, and Prot Bond. Then cast Spirit Bond and spam Burning Speed to gain energy. Once the chamber ball is dead, E forward and run forward to try to break the skelly from chamber. It's not tragic if you don't, but you also don't need to kill it. While the LT is balling lab, give Prot and optionally Life and Balth to the Spiker and SOS. After the lab ball is dead, the LT will want to DC to the archers on the left side, so take care to keep some distance and not aggro the archers. For the escort pull through, once the LT is in position and all the mindblades have aggroed onto him, use the LT from approximately cast range. For toolbox users, maximum cast range is 1248 or 25%. The goal is to be outside the mindblades cast range but within range to cast on the LT. This will cause the mindblades to want to target you since you just heal the LT, but they'll be body blocked by the LT's position. When the Rit goes in to swap positions with the LT, you can give him a Spirit Bond and a Fuse to keep him healthy. If the Skelly has come into the ball, it is your job to pay attention to the LT's health and not let him die to the Skelly's damage. Once a satisfactory ball has been made, you can move out of the Mindblade's cast range so that your ether renewal is not interrupted by them. Make sure you do not lose bonds on the LT by him running out of range. Since you have less active things to do, it's easier for you to keep track of that. Do not aggro the Mindblade pop-up near the next set of stairs. Repeat the same on the second escort spike. Once the LT is in position, fuse the LT from roughly cast range. When the Rit goes in, give him a Spirit Bond and a Fuse to keep him healthy. Once a satisfactory ball has been made, move out of the Mindblade's cast range. Depending on the experience of your team, the LT will run off if there's a small number of Mindblades left alive. In that case, stand in this spot to body block and ball the remaining Mindblades. Switching the clip to a different run. Don't run into the Nightmare pop-up in Vale without the Spiker around to interrupt its Rend. Even if you get Rended, you will hardly lose any energy in Vale because the LT just has Graspings on him, so it's not a big deal. Hide behind the house to not take any skelly damage. If you're nice, you can stand somewhere near the tree to the left of the house and then sidewalk to try to ball the skellies for the Spiker and the Rit. Once the Veil Ball is dead, try to keep as many of the 3 ally torture spirits that spawn near the monument alive, as these are your safe spirits to ensure Veil Quest does not fail. Switching the clip again to a different run. Once Veil Quest has been taken, it's your job to tank this group. Try to keep the enemy torture spirits off EOE and Winnowing. Try to ball the enemy torture spirits as best as possible for the Spiker, and try to keep as many ally torture spirits alive as possible. You can easily tell which ones are friendly. They will be attacking the enemy torture spirits and will not be enchanted. Even if the LT and the Rit get low doing the top group, never heal them, as this creates sheer aggro on the top spirits and they run around like idiots, causing more of a mess. Depending on how fast your escort was, your escort souls will be walking into Vale at some point, and they will likely be attacked by the enemy torture spirits. Once they appear on the hill, it is your job to keep them alive. If you see that they are about to take damage, run over there, heal them as necessary, and body block the torture spirits off them. Once the SOS is done with top group, it is the Rit's job to come and pull the torture spirits off the escort souls. In rare cases, if the escort souls get hard stuck, you may need to stay behind and keep the escort souls alive until the Spiker kills the blocking torture spirits. Switching the clip back to the first run. You can now leave to go do unwanted guests with the LT. Stand somewhere along here for the LT to host off you to save some running distance. Once the LT tells you he's ready, take unwanted guests. You do not ever need to heal the LT during unwanted guests. If he dies, it's his fault. Once the LT runs off toward the second keeper, start moving into your next spot. Take care to not aggro the dying nightmares in lab. These are from back patrol and or a patrol in lab and will break off the LT. If you move into this spot without stopping, you will break the other two skeles and will need to tank only one skele. As long as you keep spamming, you'll be fine. If you're a nice guy, you can also ping the keepers so that the LT has an easier time targeting them. If you accidentally aggro vengeful archers from the quest, you can tank them without any problems with Prot Bond as they do not have rupts. Once the fourth keeper is done, move into this safe spot. Because of terrain elevation, you will not take any skele damage. Remember that Spirit Bond on yourself will give you more energy. Once unwanted guess is done, you can run back to the Lab Reaper and be ready for tele. You can also prot and balth the SOS if you're waiting. Once all quests are done and you're in wastes, run to Dhuum. E forward to get there as quickly as you can. While you're running, make sure that you yourself is bonded with prot and balth, the writ is bonded with prot and balth, and put on your Dhuum armor. Your job at Dhuum is to glitch Dhuum and keep your team alive. Once you put on your Dhuum armor, your armor rating will be low, and your HP should be lower than your stone's HP. Therefore, Dhuum wants to target you, but is blocked by the stone. That's how you glitch Dhuum. If the timing works out, you can choose to not use Cupcake and Apple at Dhuum to make your HP as low as possible. Once you're in the hall, pop the turtle stone, stand in this spot, face toward the pedestal so that the turtle settles between you and Dhuum, and then prot the turtle. You can optionally life bond the turtle to keep it healthy from skele attacks. If you have the turtle selected, you should be standing on the green ring around the turtle. You can then use Ether Renewal and spam to keep your HP and energy up. Ping something to let the team know you're ready and they can enter. Once Dhuum reappears, if you've done this correctly, Dhuum should immediately glitch. If for some reason Dhuum is not glitched, you need to reposition yourself so that the stone is between you and Dhuum. Once Mesmers are back as spirits, you need to give each of them a Prot Bond so that they do not take too much damage from Dhuum's judgment. Once Dhuum is glitched, do not move so that Dhuum does not unglitch. Keep spamming to keep your health and energy up and heal teammates as if necessary until Dhuum is finished. To speed up the run, you can also wand Dhuum with the staff. For tips on how to use the GDW bar, look under the description for this video. I want to give a special shout out to Elbars, Kova, Publico, and James for their inputs on the guide. That'll be it. Thanks for watching.